nti safura bibia wo bia no pay ma wutiri nkwa pa na mensan enchia odefo oje amansan bo ahen kokko otoso mienu sunyane ma hene mi wura no pay memo ache echia wo no watranko nyina na menfa ya konso ma kira hene na mintaferi ono so busu be wura mu na ne maame na bere wa yekugya ne kwan wo kira nti ye nyina beba abeta kira hene yachi na ye de agya o maame kwan o de agya bere wa kwan na ansana medam abadwafo edi ne abehya se na ye di nkomo no maame mfa sahu kwan so na binumu birthday min twa ne tawna ye nsore so ene eye Roberta anafe abeta inkum amogumu ojobi ene mawoda moye ata ntafo efiri mu maami Grace Texan ene mu nuanum nyina ho omo se omo mamu intiri enkwa anafe bakun a wa ha say fantastic Wilberforce also we say a Sister Fati or St. John of God's Hospital lab or Sefi Asafu also and I wouldn't also woman happy birthday maminchia miaminia penny Caspar Anan former custom officer war Dansuman na minchia William Kofi Opare ono se former customs officer Mr. Free no mane wo mo ekaka ho nyina ba ku bi anka binya ya na kam de na twato nanka madam abetwafo edi ha we Marian Abuaje Asante wo Mount Olivet Methodist Church na wo Dansuman na wawuda enti wo ma na wo maame junior anafi wo papa wo nyina se omoma wo ntiri nkwa anafi ne kura no na Charles Fojo teacher ni wo Transit MG High School career local nat chairman also na wawuda Benjamin Kwati wo Uteka FM se oma wo ntiri nkwa enti ya sana ebe no me maame maako okumase anopei me mo ache maako ma feel pa na tia kosua odumase local sunyan me mo ache na ma be fo no doso kasema bubudin a bebu bia jabi nti ma me fancy ansa na e ba chimi dadua na no pa bidwafo be kam se bedi nkomo wo fie ha mi benkum so pe Laura to Musa Saka or can MP communication team no ho and afi the otoa no so and so Kingsley Amaliba or no corporate affairs director at the Free Zones Authority or can end this communication team no ho and afi Afia Kranchewa or a leading member United Party formerly Movement for Change say no mo front to my full fresh at for matade for machine to manya din fufuro din no United Party omo me ense ne mo ba fi ha ibidi enkomo ma mo nyina ache ma mo nyina akwa aba demasi papa ne mo mre se mo de mo mre ache ne anopai
let me set this record straight. When a producer a text say me message anopai. Now the corporate affairs director as my designation, I became a bit baffled because although I have been assigned to corporate corporate affairs department of Free Zones, for the record, I haven't fully assumed office, and that's my personal decision. So it's a wrong designation. So let me set that record straight because Ghana Free Zones is a corporate entity by the law of Ghana and has it
because when him say when him to me for adwene em ma title bia nipa esoma wo buy no the omode kan ho say e wo no and the so yatintim de ma wo
that's fine
but
how do have the public so that
I will give you to me tina
I agree not you
the omode ma
exactly that is why I am correcting it here
correction dey wo kwa no call for that year and na near be sa correction
so you have accepted
the that's
the appointment
that's it I have the Zoom office
that's it Kwanchiwa
baba o
Baby afre.
Na me adom e hoboko. Ai, ma me nchia wetie for na. Eya me de say wabisa me se maba exo yaba. Won say ene 1 week pepe na ye wu UP. United Party. Ya last week Thursday na ye di no ebetu dwa. Eno nya launch no. Na ye bie di no so keke.
Na fa na mobile launch ankasa.
Me pacho ai. And so wonderful say and so amazing say odopa Ghana for edia somu no enwanwa eye nwanwa because sometimes you know aya o pesa o test o pulse sometimes o test o car mu wa wo fu ba trotro ye mu bi so ye fu ba ne trotro na ye bisa questions and ya start wo bie ni panani kire ni normal one to wo mbre kra o si o sanete dia ene ya gimatum ebeye pa na enoma bebre so ede di etwegu nyina kire say indeed Ghana faji UP atum enti me fa sa akwanya we so na mada Ghana fo ase say omo age ye opepa so na omo ma ya tenase na omo de omo full support support United Party ti ya dama say bonko so ndo yes and bia be fine
yo yati Ghana fo so so mati enti omo behwe Laura tu se me twa ni dan pe se be bonti yi
sene opesa bon
Laura tu enya no aha bibia boko
ja
de radiant sipa
e be chia ahwefo so ne yetifo
omunyina age oso e ma wakwa aba e ba Adekye Nsroma so enen se ma wodo mienu but mu segmented ye behwe anti LGBTQ+ bill no minority for say abanye yesrew fansashase don't delay kra because e bibia besin kono se no musika safa ho no enya ho niam na ne ye hu Laura to muna na mo abemu ansa na sa bill ne bae ye ka ho asem a makodu baby no say o ma pass awie mo ya amendment bi krampo o ma pass awie esi they call mampani ho the executive secretary say wa twere krata bi entumi emfa ma ene hu sema nega bufi abem na ba fufuru yi aba baby adre no when a minority leader and I say me so mo yes so for shame ema one advocate no so die nim pa e ntim fojo honorable ntim fojo kasa say ade ne ba parliament no ade ne wo ho bi ani tu afi all of a sudden na yira ntomo ko famra majority leaders say bill no ma pass awie akase mampedi ni sabesha se keke adwina he mugina bre pa e wo sa LGBTQ+ nsem any day we my memo obey 7 minutes or 8 minutes
eja mesa chia obi no ma chia etifo LGBTQ Sam George Okroma
Sam George
another on the DSTV for each
near me to mention for now
oh in forecast in bisawa ma yenko entwe ndua untwanko enu bi na ya to yebusuafo ye omho NDC mu so de nkontopodi asemini ma se ya na ebeba begina o kain sama Sam George kan o kasa ne boso pa 7 December o sini pise se President Mahama and Fan Sanche Bill Nasia he will know no peace akosise Speaker of Parliament o share traditional leaders ne NDC supporters 26 January afiwe mu 2025 okasa ono wa ya crowd say ode ne nkwa beto ye mpese obehwe ne nkwa nyame mpengu bo okasa speaker
okay
o share traditional leaders ne NDC supporters 26 January 2025 okasa wa ya crowd so ode ne nkwa beto enam LGBTQ bill ya papa oti edwem President Mahama ankasa okaya bill ni kodu President Akufo-Addo ho oka say it's our hope na mo ankasa mo twae eda mo Facebook page so eda Peace FM Facebook page mo twae video or say it's his hope say President ba sign ba wan sign ya ebeba de make na make akosi say de NDC for kan the way almost so now na do baby say Sam George nkwani so nyame ana NDC for nkwani so nyame wokroma ya ye wa be mi ne ya ye wa MPP ne dey say Bunsam James Street ye train from 2021 near bill ne parliament pass a bill ne 2024 I think say February president Oteso no wo bibi ka wo no man secretary Nsroma parliament and also ye train sa gidi on signing one signing Ghana for say the way MPP ye nyoma no omoni nje ho nti mo amuka asem beba be ye ni yi no momra the way omo fa so aye no ni adwen sanka ban na omo pass but akosi say na nu ade majority leader kan aya koya na joma na sem no say bill yi I spy with 8 parliaments bill sa anko true nyina ya senti to nyina expire inti en ono ka say bill na ya pass dada no eno so ye efri because January March na sponsors of the bill no omdi two inti andro na say first reading inti se omo ka chere se eyo omo wan se ewo order paper ni mu no the omo majority ni be yan because you may hear omo including even holidays omo tena ho ahyehye legislation say here omo inti na se omo boapayo na no omo akuri sim say yan pass bill na ana say enya ade omo ni je and the questions yes ebisa no because consistency is key and yes o ba beji ade aso na afede ye bedu se ye hu adwuma o sa twentwen so nti o mon kan kire se Sam George dan wo kroma oni DSTV for mo wi so mo wi ya I don't think say o share your bo DSTV LGBTQ you know e man ni beji ni di I'm a Bloomberg cry actual story say it looks like or double down. I said they were not kasane bosono ahondia no di jinemu no. I say ni na ayira. Ana jatana dania okra. Sisi obu ni ome ni chie on kem.
Say efibra wo mo eba ye o se match wa pe wo asmo kan match and omode bill no esande ko label na aka enra and never the first reading nti no say ye dey atum na say first reading no abaso say maso no say to me nyina sa eno so fan criticize
o man ka say first reading no emaso o say ya pass bill dey we o mo anso na ka say bill no ya I expire with it no nyame so ncha dey speaker ansesa speaker o ka so aye ready so odi ne nkwa beto to so ama adiwe akọ ade ehia o de say o ehia ho ye ana nti ehia o bi enya ade e begu Ghana biem omumu ye nti ase because untimi change positions a just say Ghana for no omumbu ana say entro no mutwae omumu ye musi de ebeye bia mu de mujitu edu baby na wa abemu wa ye MPP ni ase ye yibru nsama wona audio because ye pese omu yusu nsama minka especially Sam George so na ye or you one of the sponsors nsama okeka ye mintimi e ma nudu entiende owe ehia ni biem President Mama hope say President Akufo-Addo be sign wanya obeba be enya ni biem mo me hwe na yenye enwoma ni bi ho ani ekọ election ni high ni aka ni bebre omo han omo ni kan ni oma bebre ye di tumi na mam after the move twintwen so and they say ochina say enti ye den bill no wo ho I expire with 8 parliament ana ye gia tum I first reading
what a question mark no one
so mon kan chere ebi amini abema amaliba wa obeche yem
okay
because omo no mo abem because nsem ni ndidi so ahonde omo gigine enu demonstrations omo ye ekura Ghana flag be 2 yards ne 3 yards di twa krobu henyina edi din no man for president Akufo-Addo edi din no man for MP so omo parliament nti die na ba ade na ehuhia eba begu Ghana ehuhia omo bi die na ba a bill amo say expire with 8th parliament all of a sudden ya pass bi
why na beda say mameko amaliba me kai pass asemi me abetie man kasa me kan bi ana me boa me kan bi pa because minimum say musuo ana Ghana ye de babeto ye ho so wasa nema no ho me kan bi pa ne man kana mboa me se kire me se kana ho de so isan se enye be ma ne be ma na wo me oba ne be ma na wo me nti bibisa no be se ye hwe ne ka me kai se mampani Mahama the then candidate Mahama can be said bill no said their bill necessity and I think say after winning election bibisa say ombehwe no omas amodify no e de nema hodro bi awuramu said the be betumi aboma bill no aye complete aye betumi aboye yie pa mo ba ye said ante ho hwe to say amafo chance say omo kan wasa bako menu miensa bi mo yes am obi anya adwiri bi say ade no na mo boa mo ye hu de say na larora to kan mo kan ya ma ne be loku asif say MPP then government no omo de omo sososo na mo de mo sososo majority leaders so sama as okan ran ama me so madwiri mo ye me na sa say ade no mo sisi antumi apase de a ane na ensemu a ye kan wasama ni see 8th parliament no ani 8th parliament awu dia ya kan ya anso 8th parliament no any 8th parliament awu nti e ba 9th parliament no I say shase foforo that is my understanding but majority leaders about kan enra no ama majuru me na say what is going on bitie mu na mo aban mu e dey na ekoso
sino amenchia ne obushon form no mo shemu ha na minchia ya hwefo you see mpenisi e boldin shemra due so ne boldin so etumragu a due ya penkrofo a ebeka LGBTQ ene ehomra honsemo NPP ene omo assigns cohort surrogate and apparatchiks should be the last people to advise anybody on this matter. The fundamental question is Adena Sansom ne Beijing Treha during Akufo-Addo government. E shall see a brown mampini is shy yes Sabrin and Akufo-Addo. Now call that was or Al Jazeera they call that interview. And indeed, before that time, you remember late President Mills' time. Is it Gordon Brown, who was the then British Prime Minister? Ever born to and say former colonial, the former colonies are an independent state in Africa, which Ghana is part. See, and society laws, and by accepting LGBTQ in this answer as part of human rights issues. President Mills at the time, not direct. That's fine. But so no Sigana Mampini or Bet Peniswa Gistica and Homa Esusom. Yes, I'm Humano. Ninsus and so best say on Maya or Gisicana Benedia, Bunikokoi, Fausika and baby. A black President Mills, Yanko Ponton Safrano. ya kofra ne bedi na bedi chire omampeni dada omampeni that abedi chire Mahama Nsem at that time, who eventually became a former president and now back on seat as a president of Ghana. Bedi akunya. Miyama sorry Ameko Church of Christ in Swan Road, Hona Mesom. I have a brother there who is a preacher, Martin Opon, the Bondi Waha. We're part of people who advocated strongly and argued that President Mers Ebeyi Gordon Brown announced LGBTQI yenjintum am owua sorry am the President Mers in Niwa omampeni Mahama wabano onche position yehu. It is on record omampeni Mahama at that time somewhere stated said Ghana aye omanya a comprising Christians as a majority religious believers, Muslims as a second, and the traditional African worshippers who holds the value against LGBTQI. So one as a mampenino on to me accept this way on the basis of human rights. Me picture Martin upon Otis handsome no ina. When a mampenino who for the baby mampenino, everybody was quiet, including my own church elders and the preachers there. And I heard an interview with Al Jazeera. He was saying, oh, LGBTQ, a human rights issue. I grew up in England. In the 1960s, that issue, it was unacceptable. But then, forces from society put pressure on the status quo and compel the authorities that be. And with the passage of time, it has become normal, and therefore England have allowed it. The same forces will play in our circumstances. Nesegana for form advocacy groups, Etisim Montaigne, Eyedede, Ekasa. It is bound to happen. Match one penny 40 you. Picture Martin Opon, he was there. What is the same way? They never came out to condemn us on Pinnacle for the country.
And then I will single out.
No, me born that's where I am. Me born to expose to demonstrate to you the hypocrisy of even the Christian community when it comes to this matter. It is bound to happen. I had general ebesi. Ni young crofo mo share sanse ni mo denya ebebam. Aso on Pinnacle for the country. Two of us. And so what? And Uncrophobia started erected bail boss in Ukruma. And so what? Omo kohan efiebi ewo kwabeya no mo di office. Momentum started. Again, Yakodu 2019. That is what broke the camel back when Omampeni Kufuado, the then education minister, Martin Opoku Prempe, in collaboration with either UNICEF or so Omo introduced comprehensive sexuality education in Ghana. Comprehensive sexuality education in Ghana. Comprehensive, they about sexuality. And they call teachers and train them on the curriculum. Yen chen kwala ketwa wo school. O your ba na po ba nye bone. O your beba na po bema nye bone. Mo na mo shase. Eho na parliament sim. Because we have three co-equal arms of government: executive, legislature, and then the judiciary. So one arm of government being the executive, Erin Nigeria decided say they will share the fabric of society. The second arm have to step in. When Sam George and the team who started this advocacy, we have even lawyers who came out to support the claim and the position of the government in furtherance of that introduction of comprehensive sexuality education. Senior, for the avoidance of that and with your kind permission, let me read this section 102 of the Criminal Offences Code of 1960 at 29 now. The purposive interpretation approach of the Constitution or the law, whether or not this issue falls within the remit, the argument that they were pushing. In any case, there's a loopholes in the Ghanaian law. Me, per a little law I'm in with school. And my understanding of the wordings, particularly in this provision of the criminal code, makes me catch you say there is no express law in Ghana banning homosexuality. That's what I mean, kind of saying that LGBTQI plus activities. No, there is no express law in Ghana because the framers of the criminal code was very clear in their mind when they engineered this provision. T or say a person who has carnal knowledge or has unnatural carnal knowledge of an idiot, imbecile, or a mental patient in or under the care of a mental hospital, whether with or without the consent of that other person, in circumstances which prove that the accused knew at the time of the commission of the criminal offense that the other person has a mental incapacity, commit a criminal offense, and is liable on summary conviction to a term of imprisonment of not less than 5 or and not more than 25 years. This provision was what people tried to rely on and argue, say, our code, your law in Ghana, the criminal code doesn't allow it. But social criminal code now is very clear because idiot, imbecile, and mental patients, the homosexual, they don't fall within that category. When individuals too of sound mind of the same sex decide to lock themselves in a room, no more which is secret to themselves, it does not fall within this provision. And one thing who here say there must be a law which would expressly prohibit not even the secrecy activity of such woman, even when you try to engage in an open advocacy for such woman, you be dealt with. It was a private bill. If the government,
some kind of film
fine. It's then
the sequences.
Some Jordan and Crawford at the private bill, we saw the frustration that came from the government, and that even came from the majority side of the house. They never supported them. Yabati say, Honorable Chairman Sabonsukra was even asked from the leadership position because of the stand on this matter. That's a different matter. But yes. But the CSC bill, you can't rule everything out. Eventually, the bill was passed. When the bill was passed, you was said the common man Penny Kufuado. Man didn't in such as here, ne Ebeyamra, as an okay. Was the parliament in shedding a bill in Siabankisim? Yes, an okay. To the executive secretary at the time, as Antibidi too, I in the bush any. Or parliament just me from running back. But the constitution is very clear on this matter. When you go to Article 106, clause 7 and 8, so parliament a passemra near the comma or mampenia. Or so mampending in Sasha, see Banabemra. So mampending to be found in Sha and Shasi Manim Bayamra was so or the comma parliament. Ninty on me, Sana Manim Bayamra. Not already fair, Sir Bill, no, under Article 90 at the comma parliament. Sorry, Council of State. You know, Mampini Kufuor did that. He never did. And indeed, the 8th Parliament had been dissolved. What it means is that that bill had equally expired under the tenure of the 8th Parliament. And you know, President Mahama said, I'm even surprised that the issue of this bill is emerging now because what I know, Mampini Mahama said, so Oba introduced that bill through the Attorney General. Cabinet would debate it, look at the provisions of the bill, and it will be sent to Parliament as a government-sponsored bill and not a private-sponsored bill. You can say Parliament the bill or government the bill akwana. So you can see a penalty. Yes, senior, I agree with you. Don't forget that President Mahama was given 4 years tenure to run some of my way. He has only 10 months in office. Why the rush? There are issues like the economy they destroyed before they left office, Galamsey is on our neck, and other issues. We are fixing their mess. Here, and this bill will be passed to law, and there will be a law banning
the majority leader somewhere not in a TV so catch Ghana for said the bill has been passed. I can say by Mampeni other assent, and I know what you're saying.
I am not privy to what he was saying because he, as a lawyer, is supposed to know better that the expiration of that bill occasioned concurrently during the 8th Parliament. And that's what President Mahama said. There will be a law on this matter. I don't see where they are coming from.
What's your parties? How do you mean? I didn't know you decide yet, dear mom, will say, between dons, I shall say.
Mamma Sanchia, what you for no, I have for any UP bushing this issue LGBTQ plus.
Yeah.
Na plus na so no. Eja no madoko.
Plus.
Ai. E chesa wo kwa no, ubetumi ada na ho aboa.
Se no mo ye.
Se me pese meye se enipa biem me pese meye se kraman
obaku bi kura ye se
ana se meye se adwe
obaku bi ye kraman bi
se me pese meye se adwe me se sa me ho inti plus na ka ho no me bi se mu no na che se sa inti se ye ti ye mai mu anyame aboye bra hu fefefe so hu fefefe Laura hu fefefe me se da bi me mpa biem me pese meye kraman ana se adwe na yedi asem hu we a abomination to both our tradition and even religion, because on my way mu minim religion bia ebeka say me dem efua sanse money ways minim, and I don't think nso say ebi wo man yi mu baby minim adie se bia ba o mate dia e bia sankofo ye o mu pie ye so mu de beba dia minim. But a some way ya sembia nanke nisa by this time ejina ha ya sembia nka by this time no enka say ye koyenim enka ye betna ha no nanke say ye discussing something else I be bo man no ma akonanim enka ye say parliament by this time no nka some way eni say da ho mo discuss it because ebeto man panyi nanado danko enim bibi sase edi ne si hu kwan se eni se nko sign ne ekoyenim enka wenkenye issue sebi bema afa bema oba afa oba odane ne ho aboa ye culture ne ye norms ne ye religion no efua so ana baby hell no it had then they say ye twintwan a big issue to the extent that even MPP government get twintwan ya suni ase na mi bisao adan na ho man sign ne yankoyenim no omo to what to the extent that there is a certain guy or there asem we kura court.
See the last guy.
Yes, no, and MPP.
Not the last
MPP for the question na chi.
Hey.
And yes, oh, and that's a politics no more play.
Remember could be ka ho. I baba ko ka. I did just send before the question.
Oh, na say your politics. Na say ntin ko de court no. And e kwache wo hoye dey. To the extent that Mahama ba government ya and the Chief Justice Kraka say and kasem when geni say ko Supreme Court. And so we time no e be to wonim Chief Justice. It's not so one year for the whole year and the years. But also some way, acquired to say galamsey issue. Acquired to say galamsey issue. During another Dankatai, or to me passing LI 2462 easily or signing easily. So Mumbonra forest in the moon, Namunko to gold, mon census in sense you. Because none doba chema won to me e ka ho none nkofo ka ho sensual sense tu pre-bargaining ada no man panyin kasa ye no man ye hu say MPP abreso no mo ye de omo signing is a bill and that law. These two things there omo signing a fast because pre-bargaining no they were looting on man panyin him say his people were looting and sharing. Nani ya papa ba wo me akan or see they were enriching themselves or no be testify Kennedy Japan so see so or see they are looting like there is no tomorrow. In this case no o man penyi signing pre-bargaining no it adentina LGBTQ plus no there eye mususem eye nim guasesem for we Africans and for we Ghanaians no one for sign yo no one sign yantie fi wo say taw me one man penyin sata minim so kwa sorry pa a traditional person of fear him fear onim de men ka se sadie no ayo there be any abomination but masam nyina make an say MPP are talking like ya chi penalty ato ho amount yes bo no wa boss e no e na ye you say kotena bench obi baye a who the pressure is in the so on se go me wan na wo gina field no so e ma wo kra ye che penalty man o man ye bibie just signature sign one sign it ye the court ye the nam ha ye the yesi na fe na NDC fo aba ban mu de mo the pressure mom but me one thing na me de me ka cheche me re ne say NDC eye dede wo position about this issue LGBTQ issue minimum say ekosi dan kia they will sign
na ye friend say abia wo no wo position no say na hunu no wo kra member of parliament me say NDC for kwan na doso ewo mu a de koye no so na obose wo de na say wo no in the first place wo kra de wa prepare wa dwen dada
yeah
say ade we mempe intimidate kwa ma o maye enti se me de ko ma o maye na se de odipa na aye so ye ade na anye
so almost I expire
na se ma bad
so almost I expire
na se ma bad me ma prepare ma dwen dada
almost I expire already
my man na pakpakpa me nyem fe
na sign and I'm appealing to government to say so far as ade we ye musuo na enye papa ye besre sane omo ye dede e wo position omo aba no say expire eye den ya omo be san start na foforo kama na bedu omampanyin nim omampanyin Dramani Mahama ye besre wo ye ja wo kwa Assemblies of God wo fi ebusuan fie wo fi traditional area yesrew ye nim say eye den ya the international bodies no ebe how 1 or 2 no maybe bebe mu a ebe hinda progress a entumi emma wo sa hoden no by ye show and I say you to challenge say gina na so na yes e bema because idea way is no it doesn't conform to our culture at all intermediate me wo gigi wo mampanyin mu say John Dramani mu say e che sanya obesanya ansa na we free so and ye bese on sign it na Ghana sa emra boni anasa practice boni no emfri ho because eya dosun over eya dosu too much me kai last ending campaign last year kwedo besia for no me ka say omo na omo ye girl but majority of them the moment we see you in a different behavior no na you assign you to that way no it's normal it's there ti omo hu go MPP campaign mo
no even
video ni we ma share that search to ho
yes Nyoni in other places
any me share that search to so that me kwaka yakase meboa omo hu go mu papa eye campaign vigorously ema MPP video ni me dey chair pass say me better na me say no asema me be kan ma me search na bia na ya chi me de bia ena ma search any video ni na omo so to say no because now mo wogidie bi wo mu say oh mo sign it mo be ma that freedom o man penny John Dramani Mahama please don't give that freedom because Ghana for sadie way eye musuo enti omo sign omo nya ne tentem no mo sign na enfree ho no mo na Ghana yenko yenim yen discuss another thing ebe bo man
no sister I hwe manimu na wo
amalebe mami before me call eno so no minu aba ka say MPP for and share the last car hichi so need evidence on train sign because minji ndi say Adekye Nsroma program mo jeje bose mu kanso nti so need evidence obekere say MPP na share the last guy inima on train sign
me bisa de say a date na okasa
nti o ma evidence no only evidence on train sign because minji ndi say mo frey ba ha say ye ma me ka bi keke
na asabi
amaleba pacho kasama no problem o kan yo ma PNC kwen man bi ma no mini amaleba kasa o ka say ye wo krom ha imra bi ni ho isi LGBTQ ne no imra bi ni krom ha isi o ka say o kasa oba ne be ma ne ho inti die ni enim eba san yo ma no oba ne be ma Oko Criminal Offences Act 29 and our Criminal Code, Section 104 on canal or natural canal knowledge. 1. Whoever has unnatural canal knowledge, A, of a person of the age of 16 years or over without his consent shall be guilty of a first-degree felony and shall be liable on conviction to imprisonment or a term of not less than 5 years and not more than 25 years.
So
Then on natural canal knowledge. B, of any person of 16 years or over with his consent is guilty of a misdemeanor. C, of any animal is guilty of misdemeanor. Unnatural carnal knowledge is sexual intercourse with a person in an unnatural manner or with an animal. What do we see as unnatural? Okay. We see oral sex as unnatural, judicial interpretation, anal sex as unnatural. Any normal.
I'm ready to say so dipano so opinion so one opinion so
what the
bonnie
intimate na anka se emra bia ani wo and all kasa no kwa no ambo president Akufo-Addo dia anka be ya me wanwa edi intina president Akufo-Addo intimi amfa ne nsa anhembre na say because na wo court letter secretary to President Troy e wo court asema ye nyimbu time be na ebu asemi 18 December. In 18 December. Even withdrawal of second one, it was February 2025. But there's a matter of priority. Almost prioritize it, bill. Why has it suddenly become something that they can put on the back burner and deal with it later? And no year kasa okay. In the
okay.
Most one I expire and then many of them catch him say president so no bar obey a government bill into all obey the government into say ne majority leader ka say
bill yeah pass that
all can say
switch so some way where the producers say
be no crane say no crane Ghana na
constitutional way
because probia manaka asema enye MPP for 8 years of Nana Akufo-Addo president. See, NDC for ankasa. Enye eni omo nana ekasa. Obi ka say ni so omo kasa. Enti enne mo ma ba be mu nti ye kasa bi enye yi.
Okay.
Ye kasa bi enye yi.
But that's it.
Can I give also a quick rebuttal to this? You see, the problem of this country, the hypocrisy and needless political drama. Needless political drama. Look at the day of film markets or your parliament at the opening session of parliament. You does not even understand the law you are reading.
Who doesn't understand
the law? You don't read the provision again. No, read it again. In this case, you are talking about someone having either carnal or uncarnal natural sex
or natural carnal knowledge
with a minor or an individual who according to the law has not attained a majority age 16 years. As part of your laws, a person of 16 years is a minor. If you don't know.
Oh, please.
And the law says
stop misinterpreting laws,
please, can I continue?
Oh, please.
Because stop misinterpreting. You try to indict me. You don't know what I'm talking about. Because all we are doing is it conduct acceptable. The law says that a carnal or uncarnal natural knowledge of a person of 16 years or below. I have earlier read section 102 of the same act to you, and I'm saying, in that provision of the law, in fact, they talks about imbecile, idiot, and someone with mental incapacitation. In any case, senior, the point is saying the category of a woman engaging in LGBTQ activities, they don't fall within the remit of the law. And because human knowledge has its own limitation, in the 1960s, when the framers of this law promulgating some now we know, they did not anticipate, in fact, you see, the laws are made to reflect the morals, the ethics, and the values of any society. And if the framers of the law, in their own limitation, and you know who say, so 15 years later, anything let me say, President Mahama said, or the Parliament as government bill. And he said, majority leader say, the bill here passed here. He is talking about the private member bill which was passed under the 8th Parliament. Is it difficult to understand this? This is basic.
Sabe on the pass here. Mampeni and the Sabe Shasi Amane Juma and Sunny, this government bill.
No, you see, the reason is this because of some money pass here. I have read to you Article 106, 7 and 8 of the Constitution to you, and then Article 90. So Parliament pass them right. No man paying fees. So want to be financial services here. Exactly. Apply to that.
And 8th Parliament negu. And I say no egu no. And by fufuraba no so say ye fan call as private
no, and let private member bill. Government.
No, besides say a private member bill. And I yes. And I bind that down. I'm a 9 year juma. Once a bump here for the sunshine. Say possible no say one for the sunshine say enya mra.
Yeah, sure.
Good. Inti enya mra no. Say ya majority leader so 8th Parliament no no okọ the baby o. Say majority leader so ka say emra na ya pass da ka say be man penin fa be hyase. Abankuri also say emra no a private member bill and no buy previously but say ya dey ba no as government bill and ya dey ba.
Just which?
It's don't confuse yourself. If the majority leader say emra na ya pass I can't man penin in Sabe hyase. So no are contradicting him. Let him explain himself.
The leader.
But the position of the law is that
the leader.
Once Parliament passes a bill, the Constitution is very clear.
Okay, but that's it.
Article 107.
Act no. By the end of the day, under MPP, obi challenge Emrano, and the Emrano court. If my understanding is clear, because Emrano a challenge that act say in Kana a museo. Nana do Danko Akufo-Addo as a lawyer, and we have a lot of lawyers in MPP. Bebre, minimum Emrano. So why must you sit down for somebody to send the law to court? To go and challenge it. It is a mekase every before she it's so tease. At the end of the day, you go and challenge the law. Exactly. So it's like Yabama Tokonudie. At the end of the day, she was challenging law now or no not or protecting. She was challenging it because in favor no. It's law no must it favor somebody before.
Okay.
It is a law no what they da. And then a simra say yeah papa wa practicing law or call law school e wo UK ni ade ade. Obe sign it. They shouldn't delay us. Me say John Dramani obe sign it.
Me say. What the you be this as mo nkomo na ya hwe say ye dey asam call parliament na say the 8th Parliament equal na say private member bill call and I say any bill at all na say parliament due to na say executive no amfa ne san chance ya mra bi e betumi shift the aba the next parliament no amama pende the san chance and na say e be di san no nkomo pa amaleba enra attorney general nsantrofo nhyiemu na okasa adefa buffer stock about 78 million Ghana cedis sikabi ayira no mu hwehwe mu na no Abdul Wahab Hanan no anana ye pani anoda Ghana buffer stock ano no se sika no ne yere omu di bia kugua omu akototo adan omu enema huduo bebre osanka bibia about ewura gift your warre there no and National Service Authority there no Osidanka initially no money say is about 580 something million Ghana cedis. As an auditor general say no 2.4 billion Ghana cedis and National Service Hong Kong says cano etumi ayeyi. But o can say be interesting and me person ye dey adwene cause o say what's Ghana for say yentam no and there be what's Ghana for on person dey asam ba court na be wi ase no obeku di for na yakasa o incompetent deɛ esi enra yi no ebinom o kase attorney general a bunkrofo na ten obedwa mu dada ansa kran so de akokot sana mo hunu no 10 minutes
senior.
yes sir.
Your friend we say accountability of the public office holders to the people. And Article 125 Clause 1 of the Constitution 1992 of Ghana are very clear on this matter. Justice emanates from the people and shall be administered by the judiciary, which shall be independent and subject only to this Constitution. And indeed, Article 1 of the Constitution, the supremacy, the sovereignty emanates from the people, and therefore it's a foregone conclusion. So the public office holder like the Attorney General, or the principal legal personality of the state, is mandated by the law to let the people whose authority or exercise because the Attorney General office is run by the budget, funds allocated by the people of Ghana. Enra, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, about the third or the fourth time I'll address the media about his assumption of office in Ejuma Omoy. Now, Osha is a careful in shame or a baby of trim and a dear or yen and runner. Maybe trim. And Mahuni say, even the 87 minority seat MPP of Parliament, no, and also crowded.
Hey, I didn't hear.
Kawasa wa mwanya kurano came on less than 20. Now they 20 na can to stand by. Near clear out. Near a replacement coming 2028. The evidence so espoused and dropped by the Attorney General in collaboration with the investigative agencies like the CID, the National Intelligence Bureau, the Financial Intelligence Center, and Yoku and others, actually a clear and deliberately coordinated web of criminal network and enterprise. Young Krophobic class say, you did be my dream, near Bomano Chrono. And I'm so shocked, it does appear. Say, MPP Mayukuno, so what join you school, I don't call at 2 quiet before one. You be boo my fashodia, I don't know. It's so shocking. Assembly is seen in Ra. Let's even look at the drip investigations or Kanye briefly. There was a company called Plunge Pool. Plunge Pool was a private enterprise. Yeah, by the contracting and say, Omonfa excavators and Omon supply road maintenance equipment and farmer buying. And government was supposed to pay them 76 million Ghana cedis. They ended up paying them
176.
Sorry, 176 million Ghana cedis. No, more to 178 million Ghana cedis. 2 million Ghana cedis difference. Is that an oversight? Is it an oversight? Why they effected that payment? Now, vouchers bang, and now say invoices bang. No, Mujina, so ADS payment now. 2 million was paid in excess. Yeah, no kwa. Omo the over 100 equipment at the Kahom cleaning now the from free. Yeah, into one kobo as import duties among the government and the people of Ghana. And these are the same government. Yeah, no the list of companies of Google Parliament say yeah, more tax waiver under a fictitious non-existent policy of 1D 1F. As Attorney General pointed out, Enra, it needed an eye-opening investigations to look into the matter. Classical example, the NSS scandal. Both names, motivating over 9,000 plus names. And the shame, ma a big crowd copy Kenya. Abenti we don't Kenya any no Ghana how. One no national service or Ghana ha. Ma you trade the car. But Ghanaian students at one real school and your man they train national service pay 1 year each. They were not getting their money. Initially, now Attorney General said 500 million and on Mafa. But the investigation uncovered said 2.2 billion Ghana cedis have been siphoned through this criminal web. And you get MPP people coming to sit on radio and defend this. Look at the buffer to senior. You see, they are no longer allegations.
They are.
These are charges because according to Lieutenant General, he did not speak to allegations. He speak to a prima facie evidence established from conclusive investigations conducted by state agencies.
Not until a court of
you see, competent jurisdiction established their guilt. Fine, but it does not delineate the fact that the guilt have the charges have already been established. Because he was speaking to charges, not allegations. It's up to court to determine the validity of those charges. So what I'm saying is that the criminal web within the NPP, if Ghana were to be allowed to fall back again in the hands of these predators, economic predators, the vampires who engage in a willful hemorrhage our national economy, but for until we end this in one power, I'm not surprised. Say Baumia can say, and then most said me free Niger. Oh, I see. But then my yeni, any sumuna sui. Me Baumia me free Niger. On your Ghana ni. Thank you very much, MPP. Most said me am a part no. In team, Jack Ravina Magakobo for years. Me am a part in 2028 elections, 2024 elections. Me, I did economic lectures. Me go Supreme Court. A defending party at the power. Moya Sika said, Moya ye said, Tam, and the Maria Ye. A year about Mekano. Was he talking about this kind of Yediana? You see, Hanan of Ripusiga, the constituency enemy crew and a boss here. I granted an interview to a local station there. Let me see Musa Hanan say, he is a public officer. How much is he paid monthly? How much is he paid? The expenses in the month out of the salary what you are saying, the savings out what you are saying, and above all, Nipo also pursue MP. Overnight, he's throwing development all over the place. Say development not all your honor. Where is the source of those monies? Nipo you are funded or no? What are the expectations in return of the investment they are making in the constituency? He couldn't answer those questions. Today here we are, not knowing that on what creative web, a criminal network. You know, most phone or money seeker, left, right, center, at the firm. See, for me, I am appealing to the people of Ghana this morning. The best punishment you can give MPP is to keep them opposition forever and even delineate them. I don't think they are so frightened that the UP is now a shadow opposition party. Ever take it over. Because I'm not speaking for the UP, but I can foresee it. Say they are political actors. The MPP must never be allowed anywhere close to power. But you see here, there was a complete leadership paralysis in the MPP. And the conference anymore with him now by. Mami from one party, no chief of staff, authority no exercise here over government appointees as the chief of the government. Completely zero. I am not surprised that for the last 10 months, you have starved MPP of scandals, and they will never get one in NDC. Because I know, and I am convinced, that the team that President Mahama is working with are men of unflinching integrity and undisputable moral aptitudeness who are capable to serve this country and serve it faithfully. Coupled with Honorable Julius Debra as the most disciplined businessman and politician the nation have ever produced. He will never sit down and allow any appointee of this government to misbehave. Never. So Ghana is in a safe
so are you saying, sir?
And I'm assuring the people that going forward, we will make sure that any MPP member who engage in this loot will be done with.
I say.
I must see no Babu Kabebo. Yes, over Crashland. On this note. On this note. Me person me invite Ghana for na pay say. Yenjina Attorney General because to investigate before they are very good at what they know doing best, and that is stealing. They cover their back properly, said they can't trace them. It demands a diligent, a well-focused and patient Attorney General to do the investigation and deal with them.
And some are okay. Now come to me, so I say me back. My main call unia baso la ratu so na me misa say eno allegation ya ba ye nso no owura Abdul Wahab Hanan Aludiba say the full name no enso abeka say ne ya say Attorney General kasa asem no say what transfer 78.3 million Ghana cedis be free baby akokoto baby na sanse no nyina enye okore na uhwe se de Attorney General chiche mu na 2017 to 2024 we kwa ha mini aba sansem ya isi the press conference Attorney General ye no enra ni nsema epiepie mu no wo mu na mo aban mu na mo fi aban mu asisi ye de sa kwadu no bi ebobo mo nkrofodi ebi ma mi ti wadwen kire ebo hu ni se public opinion public bedwamu atemu na ekoso na say the Attorney General no sa na so ye no ano
eja when the way minua amaliba high ni ko akeka insema wakani nyina imbronika bi mbofoka bi am say den it takes one criminal to know the other insema the way what's not se wa akeka unimwa untimi nchire mu the way wachire mu no eja yeti kroma President Kufuor beje President Rawlings yeti nsem we bi yechi bi mutu President Mills baya Fofi Antoata o yehwe no President Mama beje yeti omo de Kufuor be 45 or so from MPP government say omo han omo ni omo keka nsem na nipa ba kompo omo intimi President Kufuor Dubai ono so be ye ne de and the President Mama Samba mami sinipi say MPP amenyuku yenye party ya yesoso corruption so o hwensi hia ye tutuma but edwuma ayeye eye ni pe edwuma ebia minu amaleba o yenyankopon assistant inti omo party fu nyina onimo musuban obetimi akade obeye bo ba ya ka so ye corporate affairs de wan twa assign waji position no as well twa assign because onye ntena akonya so fine any choice but mami sinipi say ohwemra President Kufuor adudi enima ye did it for fighting corruption and all that human institution obiane ni subu ode bae obiane ne bobro ode bae eno na NDC for bae omse den oral Andrew Attorney former Auditor General said enyoma bebre omo fefa information bebre omo fa dodo ona aye dede or say a lot of it is noise or can we interview is verifiable. And then Attorney General first time Attorney General abekasani wakasa beye imprenani ana na me no medical akase kasane doso edi eni nyine ye pre se ne be ya omanfo sika omude atufotu om se yemfa nkura omanyi emane nye oman papa no so obi di nsaboma emra wo ho a eninidi but I say aban no ho chire no kakra se de LGBT brom ye de galamse brom enam de we omo han omani ejigine mu so mo beba so mo ba ya da ye swear President Mama in ombe hyehyɛ saa ne omani nyina na say ya betu egum we are you see mentena ha emeka so omudi fo ana omudi bem eyemra ye ni jungle a otimi sori ka say eja kwamna ni phone yokuta e owiae into difo emra wo ho a ye hyehye endra Attorney General be kasa bebre oral you cry ye kasa most of the omo kan ye noise ye be ka kire say ombenya mu 20 something billion dollars and there Deputy Attorney General say just a summation of raw facts I feel they brought from no yet ni bebre contrary to the omo kan ye omo pe to me no but ye nyina ye wo kroma so obi edi boni a emra wo ho e ho se eninidi and that Attorney General beka and the obeka bebre nyina nipa obon ni din ba first talk o se the Attorney General kan enye no correct so mbe court emra de nioma beto senete ye nyina endi echire and national service eno na ye mienu ana edimu a oje mre Adekye kan nipa odi enim yamani bail we pleaded in not guilty yenti kangaroo court enye jungle muniete ye wo kura emra na edi kura ye kromo waka wo de omuso aka wo de ba won say NDC for omutimi han omuni omo akoye omo say ubumaya akoye so o man kase ebo kasa ne doso ne so mu se kasa tenten so
en so edu ba bi nso a se bibi koso na ai se ade no wo ye no kokoam na se wa mana ma bonten a obi a wo ya kudu ba bi na so ye wi na oka we se ene no obi a be start a point ho bi o mu se na se ade we awieye ni na so no bisusi se o du fifi na anka we ntino as time goes on no o ma situational reports akopumta be ko na wie ya am obi adwene mu nya ne fine wo ho mu
the way I NDC for and how many kind from opposition even on the first 3 months I'm sure so be bedroom sanka by 9 MPP for nyina dansa wom anomo danka for hana kasa ne doso emra wo ho Attorney General enye ni baby so practicing the law no any court of public opinion is in the law court. He's the leader. He's the leader of the bar.
Nti anka person go your press conference ana.
Don't be de emfame but emra na de adwuma. So ntimi nsori nka say okoche nkrofo atum. Omadwo mu information. E de ne yan kan fa current finance minister wato forcing and away odi finance minister ana emra ni de omso maye boni ni ombedi waka wo de omso de oka yen no kre judge betinim de bebe bia obi ade na dance ebeko ye bompa ne say the way be NDP and in the interest of the Republic of Ghana and no na ya ye MPP no na ye ade ye jitu anka imra ye de hye ho no ye mfanhye
obi ka say yusu word bi amaliba ka say mr
sir so you see criminal enterprise ne sanoma no
pre-bargaining law na se for mo say musika no ma choku dia kogu bebre nti no mo yesa de be ya mo de so na me ba
any NDC kan e omo ba mbramu nti na me ka say it takes one to know one e bia sana minu ya be ma ni party for mo ye because the way on high kan ye no ade a me menti ase mintimi high me in kan sat bia sana omo ye MPP for enye sana ye the way me kan eyemra omakomode but the srene say bibia sene ebeko bia it should be in the best interest of the Republic of Ghana no na also Dr. Bami odi be mu na we enya sikatam enega na adwen e bia sa no omudwen ye de ebeko Ghana interest
na modwen
no
me da se kranchiwa ye hwe ayi Ebra enra na attorney general press conference na obobo sika no so ne niama hodro so no me hwe niama hodro mienu bi de kan buffer stock me kai wo mu ana eto no baye enuane edema buffer stock no ensentrofo hie mu ebi no ba fia be kan se mame ba akokra de okufuru dua no wo oso de ne fie ene kwaji loan ama sisi akasa ne fie no kromo je fini nsema na wai ha pa omo kopekete finance ministry ene buffer stock oso mo jo musika ne niam ahodo ne etumi nti omoka enso pe the attorney general kai na sika bi saa wo ho a ekokọ bebi ansese eko afei national service de nso eno so na ye nyina enim se service personnel bi ho na o allowance kora ne etumi etua enso said the attorney general kai o se court de na sika bi na bebi a etete saa eno press conference attorney general ye no Lara to say a court of public opinion. I say bedwamu yemu o matan mo di fokra dada ansa do wako gina court dem ene ma tete saa wo so na wo akire mo ma ban mu afi na mpese mo ba dia ekoso yi no sa wo tena se dwene ho kwa akire a owu ne se ya da so ne egu abonte ana
onsa ya de bia mbetena me kase me teacher ni adanu me wo school ana ase omo de forms bi bai se yen fele na me hwe so no na ye ase pension forms so call retirement and as a pensioner period that will be the any position will rank or any sika would the bekofie over me far forms so hwe mummy read ye me bufi pa
oh are they
hwe wi a teacher ni be fam abechira de teacher ni to me nantia ma teacher ni kwa yetumi hu se ma teacher ni etumi hwe ni shoe ho ene na dressing ho ka se math teacher ni science teacher ni abra hu ombie na non kan chel subject a o kire adentia because akatua ne na teacher ni abechira de for over 30 years 40 years na sabi okofia the retirement money cry no 50,000 Ghana cedis. Now so, yeah teacher for, nurse for. She the way a lecturer be lecture be kasa o do fe cry me kai me we school me started semester there dey make to lower primary. Na me do fe bia me fa para. Because make kasa sa akole bia be report. Akole bia be complain. Na me kofia me the less than 50,000 e dia kofie. Na politician abedi just 8 years 4 years. Ya papa ba fast stock CEO. The property sell within 8 years. Ya boba ade abechi. So within 8 years ya appointing in 2017. Na so otumi akwa we nyina omodi abetu dwa na mi bisa me ho say enti politicians mo passa mo be enrich mo ho ana say mo passa mo be yeden wava I very sad sansem mo ye ekoso no I very sad sika kese yet if sa sika we nyina wo ho a enka some people will get potable water. Some people will have access to good medical care. Ye road ya, ebia ke ya, ye see year of road so ye hu road the course. Nka ye be hu say ye be kwa ye nim. Ene Kumasi Accra road aye death trap no. Se sika we nyina se yampa. Na so mo ye investigation. Na sika we nyina ampa se akodidi individuals bi ho a. Wofa. Na ye be bisa ye hu say under MPP government. Ye baby say na be down kwa Akufuado. Jubilee House na wo ho no na mattress that na office wa na. Ana na mpa bi si ho a okoya na wada. Because figure say ba no it's too scary. Say as a leader and as a president enka wa ye wa say wo check sa no ma we nyina
na so man ka kire na man pani no man ka kire obere no
eti mu oni strategy bi o de be check say my point is mu ye adwuma no mu disika is there no strategy and answer bibia ni ho sa? It's just that oyo manpanyi emerso so obema speech anu ama speech emerso so obe oda ahemfo say mo sorry anu wo oda omo. Was it all about manpanyi? I don't think so. Minim so wo measures bia omo de be check various sectors. Say sector we dey na ekoso monfa accountability ma. Does it mean say manpanyi your friend is Nana Danko Akufo-Addo was not demanding for accountability? Is that a leader? No. And na papa vice president into a man for you may be answer and shine say check in here koso. Take people in account. This sector, there na koso people come out. Every press conference and na working. Even school feeding. Mekai Ashanti region. A man in 90 call minister office.
Osei.
Your friend is Simon Oseme man bu fuomo. Mo ke kan adwen chiroma. That video is all over. Na nipa ba kofo omo the ghost names. Pocketing money for themselves to the extent that oba besia utumi fa wukunu ID the koye company account wabra ekunu no enim ho hwe to the extent say wa wukunu a won ne da sorry testify against you. It's very scary as a man. And adie ma eya yem hihia ma we the ordinary Ghanaians I say ye careful ho me say omo asansem we nyina toto omo ana say ye de kwadu we nyina ebubo omo nyinara no omo nyina ya appointees a omo sign edi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign echi omo kra no omo mi omo ho na omo miem omo ho omo voice ebo choboy eye campaign den inti ya betna ho not the same people MPP right now ye nim sa aba no omato wo dem awi akasa ne bepie hunam so na top from bottom no afiche say
any
ya so da form ye bisa delegate no wo bisa omo a omo tumi kasa he adanu me fa wo baby papa no wo kwabenya constituency or the last time to me say sister they are imposing on us say yento mama Mahmoud Bawumia
why na impose
any executives no because omo threaten say one to be lose the delegation enya say me na me see o boy na o delegate na o ka kire me wo ko constituencies wo interrogating for the wasoto former the same thing omo ka into ye he ye bompaye say bia miracle bi betumi esia either than that the same appointees omo din ewo kata se dream any prayer I kosi the same people and they didn't pa MPP penny for edene force wo MPP for so some fa nembra bi na Ghana for so metoma no baby me brother back assembly so obe pa Ghana for chew so it is time I say your MPP for etina bench che I will side with him adia ye betumi ama ye retrieve ye sika na ya dia bu oman Ghana na oman Ghana akonanim ene say Ghana for ebebo aboso say MPP you are not coming anytime soon because attorney general mayati say ensem ni bi ebosirem ka it needs more investigation which of course e be take time so we need a lot of time because ye mistake na say we kotuma MPP for na so almost sign ba all this in some abanyina e betwam e be foolish case enko babia it over
obi say na wa sama wo kan mo UP party no Nembukani for Uran Alankojo Chirmati.
Yeah.
He was part and parcel of NPP 8 years and another Danko Akufo-Addo Bema Penny. Now, if you watch here, no, last minute or train win. Now, Unim said the course.
Oh, now, so on your president and on your vice president. He was a minister.
Wow.
Minister Bay and a Babonte Bekase, another ministerial section or Katasi Shebi Kosovo. I and na soye. And you what? Two, yawaha na samoka se me papa Alan bibia koso wo na so ya fine so be it as a MPP I know any the way I know mu chiri ye papa akwadwo da omo cultivate ma alankwadwo chemate papa so omo wo kwadu bi bo papa na enko omo na de beba abonten now
when he left them
especially when he left the party the way omo ba boso say omo be gu papa n'anim ase che say ne humpo nya akono no se yemfa say papa ya katasehye no mabi and then say the ministry side no sikasem bi akobasabasa wo so oh enti kan yati krom ha enti kan ma abonten na cafe na ebe ba abonten eno na make say then another and Mahmoud Baumi administration slept on their job so mo to me identify bibia ewo alankodwo chairman so na sa afei na nyame adom ayi ye ho afofie na UP abenti wo be ka say na oka bai no ho a is it alankodwo chairman duty say obe hold the people accountable in the different ministries no hell no ejeja say nyame ka no yama MPP for entna counter back na Ghana for it is hard time mo be so UP ahwe enu nti na dan me kwaka say ye no yamba because of MPP ye ba say ye be replace omo ne yama omo atene kire because enu ma akoso no time we are in a system it is so easy to steal loot and share but so difficult to retrieve and punish
why no crese so easy to loot
we are in a system that is so easy to steal loot and share among the politicians
yes ronko a no Ghana for to ejira so aka say UP for ejie won de obey back
here first say o man penny mekanisa ala ko je chabate here oba pay in defense it say ya dey akanisa e friend chief so dey obi oye chief dey no e chief into ya kanisa ya bre MPP we stand for accountability. Yeah, Papa Alan, minim so obe contested there because UP we are right now a political party into a one man show into a beer to make contested be so one den o pepper so obe contested to make contested be but yeah dear yes we stand in for accountability yeah me that way adwuma no so e me co-opposition na another party abe holding a responsibility abe held account amaye na katasehye asay ye no onyam there we will stand for accountability. That is why we don't have favorite in the we no yeah centralist. We are not left right and right left no ye jina homo bibia irrespective of your tribe or whatsoever we don't have a gate where some people will have a gate to say donko dankwa buzi dombo dankwa buzi no and I say bia NDC yebeka say omo ye ever because of Rollins no we are not going to have favoritism and that kind of whatsoever say we sika you hold you accountable we will hold you accountable and we've come and you be appeal to Ghana for say you be say munya gidie ewo UP mo because you hear katasesha akoso ewo MPP government na say ya antena say na ye reason enough ebe ha ye dash
wo ma bi anya MPP nti na mo baaye but me ti okasa wo se mo kan say ma you say mo ba na mo MPP ato nchen na mo mo take over and mo say corruption akoso MPP mu na say
ya focus ne ya be fight corruption adano me kan say bi wo baby me can say right now the Ghanaian system we are not interested in the single inflation or the bebau. They are interested in fighting corruption and holding people accountable. Right now, my power also. They are the opposition party, and we are also opposition party. But I can say, the strongest opposition party now is UP. It's not them.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. It's not them. Looking at record almost 30 ways. Who ben na ya kono biem. Ghana ni ben na betu ebi ni sabesi na bo say looking at sika mawia katasesha akoso. Sebi mawia allegedly. Thank you. Katasesha akoso. Ya papa Mahmoud Baumi akwa bie na no aka say you were enriching yourselves. Kennedy Akada. Also they were looking like there was no tomorrow. Enya me na me kan yo. Kennedy na kan ye. Enti say we Ghana ni na say wunya nsu papa no wunya road papa yusu look at how the whole Ghana is dark street light ko ebi ni ho It is asika we ya allegedly ye ka say akodi MPP for individuals in Samono. Say asika we nyina wo ho a the system will work. And for who say this is coming back to bottom direct. If the system is working, if I say we are the strongest opposition, you should understand because people know looking at tomorrow more Francisiano and you
okay.
And any descending Ghanaian they realize say no MPP is not an option.
Me that say ye time was one somebody be 3 minutes bi na ye dey sorry so me pese ye dwene bibi ho ye for politics nto nchen na ye a bit nationalistic e wo ha yo ho nyina yinim se ye sika ye gi nyina ye amanone ne ekoje no yes the ekoso nyina no World Bank for 80 or mo hwe IMF 40 or mo hwe all the donor agencies any amaya hodo a ye gi bi se from hwe nyina hwe 80 won ko America ma mu nkote se ya ka se obi pass $1 million hwe ho se ne die wo se nya ne die wo e bi nsi wo America e ba question se bebi sa okra no enya se nketo if you wo ko America ma mu na okra more than $10,000 okra you see declare yeah.
And the source of that
source of the money and the other kwakoye nti wo kra dollar ya mo di akra no wo mo kra no aya na wo mo tumi nya ne boom sa nti so mo tina so mo tie se yesi sika national service ye the ghost names because our ghost names are saying I quite remember say Dr. Bambia ka say some time back say because of the Ghana card no there be
digital
digitalization you know ya massa ghost name nyina na fi na upon all that na say said the can allegedly the ghost names at the 2.2 billion Ghana acquisition baby ya international community na hwe omutie and prof say it is come out say no more here okay we shall see enya de egu ye ni mu ase so much say enya individual no na mu no ma mu nyina nti say see e tackle ye be tackle holistically then you say party A party B said ye ni Amaliba 3 minutes
senior my main can't wait briefly in fact within my 3 minutes we know about what is that
Laura too
well said the main chiefs name me mate is that right within the same camp into Shampa Buana wash your other leg watch the same size in any case was some Yakupon classmate an intimate man who say
and they say attempts no you see
it's a blasphemy who am I to be Yakupon classmate but me no by busa question be very critical question enti omampene Kufado na wonim ana said you need chebi mattress on the bed to abankesim okwano akoda he didn't know
nobody know
that a point we no moye
say there be Amaliba me no ti here
let me answer you
me no ti here say wo fie na wo bedroom na bia aduane bi wo ba bi biscuit bi gugu ba bi e doso na oba bia kofa ba kokko she bedroom no we ne kete wonim ne dodo
so won kan
so wonim ne dodo
packed crown be gu
ho you must know okay we dey fa biscuit enchiriye egu bebre na oba no
oya na for no enchiriye
Matu say that's a Ghana the consolidated bono the consolidated fund became an interior basket for MPP to we be Akufo-Addo when Mahama was in power nienti me haruna I can sit here and puff my chest out with a clear conviction look into a camera and tell the people of Ghana say they will never be stealing NDC government anyway when Mahama he has been president before what he no afraid BNI for Samasa mon check him out the course for NSS you remember
yeah
and the Kofa Buga pay them by and they went to jail
come back
onim then this appointees investigations and no we will make sure everybody falls in line oh yeah hey you be you if you be prosecute too see Kenyan people in Benua Ghana democracy would have crashed by now the still was too much some became obvious under Akufo-Addo Adeba Noye what was a McClare And your buy your investigation was clear or clear for the last 8 years. And then, what Bobna, but see, I'm not surprised. Some people about to do the very film not perform. What defend here defend it? But senior, you say, what they say, Hanan say, and some now Attorney General Becca and you know, and you may be busau. These are the properties that Attorney General listed and wrapped. And I want to ask him, for the sake of the Ghanaian public, for the avoidance of doubt, whether or not or the will be all kinds of say the Attorney General can no crana or say or 5 bedrooms our chain home it costs 1,625,000 Ghana cedis US dollars.
1.6 million 1.6 million US dollars.
Yes, true of us. Or another 3 bedrooms our cantonments and also costs 600,000 US dollars. True of us. Plot of land at airport development. And also has 750,000 US dollars. True or false? 17 bedroom boutique hotel at Gumani in Tamale. 250,000 US dollars. Now I can't say they are conspiracy campus. Yeah. Or two hotel no fetch it and franchise. And they are Gumani. See a random man do very clever thieves. True or false? 4 bedroom bungalow. See, Twitter Jolu, actually here, Accra, and also cost 4,141,451 Ghana cedis. True or false? Was also a land of 0.2332 acres government land, and also true or false. But see, senior, and I also say, question I will be saying, the international community or donor partners, or manya ye timwa, na, or they say, Kolebu, renal unit. Because of 4 billion cedis in Nipa 17 in a year. Kolebu, Nipa 17 in a year. Renal center, you're closing it down. And you know more kidney problems. They cannot even have dialysis services because of 4 million Ghana cedis. And so what? Surgical department of Kolebu left there the patients left there say, I wonder how doctors and nurses working in that facility manage their patients and the pain that those patients went through. Yeah, there were a lot of problems. This very platform, MPP, for Nibra, your friend is saying, Benghazi, Ebeshun, because Central Region, said you can't need this show or bar, you need the bush for or hospitals or where they are. Yet, Tamoko Tono Trene Maniwi. So, okay, Benghazi, House UTV, shoot a story. And it happened under MPP. How can a discerning mind, Ghanaian, will look at MPP in the face and say, Mosamba Bamubium, to come and do what? Cause more damage, you are done for good. That's still winning. And I also say, Omoya Sika wedding in Area, say, man for your man and money.
I didn't tell Kasa.
Then tell me Kasa, you for carry the bossy. When MPP Nipa, or say MPP executives buy properties in UK. And other goodies for their girlfriend.
Allegation.
Allegation.
Not until say Ubo sa some
okay,
I do cry. It is up for body. No, I some no aka. Why dey abebo no dependent and no there. Senior. They say asem bi obeka fa mo party NDC ho no. Obi a NDC na asem bi obeka fa mo no bi enokre.
Ye keka ma funu ye keka ma damai.
Senior. Asem bi a NDC ni bi beka fa mo party NDC ho no bi na no enokre.
What could that be a gospel truth in the first instance? This is the publication.
And I'm saying,
and you reach out to the base, he will be able to
be for NDC.
What I'm saying
is that publication be basa.
Where we sit today, and the NDC government, led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Mr. Julius Debra, as a chief of staff, this kind of leadership paralysis, immorality, dishonesty, and public thievery, dissipation of the public purse will never happen. Never, not under our regime. No, because NDC no bias how they will be ready. The system will deal with you.
Maybe some question be. So you man na fe make call ni anu no so. me say sa examples me no we obo adubo ahedin na obo sa papa yedin we say publication aba enti so be your party NDC ni na so no so koka asem bi e wo ba bi na publish a e fam ho a Ghana for nyim to say no kore.
This is an allegation, and he who alleges must prove.
Me say so we say no kore ntia be sa wo sa me say most we no to say no kore na
me nim nyina so ni pa na beja so ori aka but we da beto bedwe
so be the to bedwe we
fa but see don't forget that you will have the thought do who say by you just don't who near that say twemi there
me da say Laura too yan fasima be bi na yan hwe na me can about your image as a mind na international community wono
so the
we share say the city a me I don't know how me kakra it's say dan a am ya twa hu share create could develop back say hey can of fusika Burkina for beka we for beka nti wo di say the ekoyi no sani attori general say ma ne mmere na onfa enye no aden so e cha na adwo
eja the American say koto de ne bodwe
anya kire de
na mini abema ka so de me vim kolo me nkasa ntie
obi kura de message by
say me kasa tie ono kasa han
obi say I love the MPP woman's voice
enye misu me nkasa ntie because o ka sama uni wa kumemu say ade a wo kan han weni
no waka
because okay nyina o kasa han ni kenyina and I still insist it takes one intelligent thief to know another intelligent thief and now betimi a church mu say no mo cover mo tracks ni no and am say si so say yeah MPP the agidi any the ebe ko Ghana ebe ma Ghana akonini nti so obi afasika so obi edi Ghana for sika emra wo ho sani emra ne say nipa ni di no eni nipa ni di why na the Witness Protection Act by Nana Akufo-Addo ne di enim laws bebre ya amend ye in relation to corruption onu ne di enim oti ase na enne waba abemu na hwene ye nie na de we akiri ne the way onkrofo penkrofo yere no ebi onu so ye bi because me san no man me nti ase because de oti ase ne de ema we ni gi no eno na han we ni ka mimi nti mekano sene say mekano ba eja oni mi
Debbie
ohun nsema amalibe aka wa e na mesen si so say waye ne ho nyankopon assistant onimo biasu e free upper east upper west be see greater Accra onimo biasu NDC mu into onim de ombe ne de omunye yeti how e de na ba NDC lose 2016 election scandals ne da ho confirm to call Burkina so ma ba ye ni ebi o ma be o mbesa ba
abrante no twere sansam na be ka se asasam no kan NSS asam ye no kore manase zure na be kan se sasoro kan nye no
NSS scandal aye dili sisi ebi ananka no wa be mu no esi nyina ehwe in the name of patriotism ma o kan ye nyina e be hwe senia ye betutu ne ye ensibiem esi o mapen so ye kai STL ye kan ye be kan bebre but e den mfaso ne de beba Ghana mfaso bi amraga ye betimi atena anopa kosi anajo de Rollins ye meka de Kufuor ye obeka de President Mills ye President Yomama meka de but ye kan nyina ewie den na mfaso ne de bema Ghana na eja omu bano omu ye social contract omu ye youth manifesto omu manifesto in sema ne dimu galamse and the okan omu ye ni say LGBT and then amaliba ka chem say omu majority leader on temrase on e contradicting no inti momanento majority leader Hassan Ayarega say ombe yina no e mama Ayarega so ombe yina no amaliba so onti ase and the criminal code aye koti obutu no omo munim no opposition and omo hwe no in power yeni ye anke be ka say arrogance of power and the nyina ye ni tua.
I don't know yeah.
But how many 4 years? How many years? 4 years. 10 months na ekono. Obe high when you can say ah. Let me in 2028 aba. Ban some o ka o si supi.
Me that's it.
Monsieur mo say mo mami tape no. Me a make ipi. Ye be say
ba akire no.
Amaniti.
Crunchwa we dey na me ka bi say na lalo to can say me say NDC STL allegation of corruption bebre hunsam on be ka opposition on ba ban mu a yen sheda enhu action bia sa na party konoko na wonu so opposition na be ka sa wo nye neutral de wo ye political party as we speak but anya na there be na modern Ghana for it's not say make politicians because I see a some okay ye dem nsam e ko so pa so wo mu ka the one be han homoni aka no hu and this for han homoni kan bebre pipi ka bebre nti on ba so ye hu say ya gisika no aha enti na some dada ye papa
and na make say so we Ghana na so we descending Ghanaian omo ana kan we corruption omo kan bebre e dey abrobro mo NDC MPP it is hard time I say Ghana say you're sorry near Babo so near system ye 2 MPP go your mind this Jinanche na so UP because the two of them obi anye clean what the NDC for yan fan say ya papa John Dramani okotena afie nti e bia wa basa obe correcting the mistakes and adia ba ko a aya make me take your friend is saying I don't know the word to use, but me take it say me wo enidaso kakra bi wo abanwe mu say they were able to prosecute their own member and ameboa someone ye bida
Abuga
of course
meboa someone ye bida
we did that yeah we
but yen to me who sad ye no under MPP government and winning say enam fish ebe pra e start finity na prefinity ansa na muni nyina ye dey asay until from the leadership of MPP ebepem na se no enkoye the leader could not hold anybody accountable one checking normal whether na appointees you know they were being loyal faithful to him and omudi enim gwase kese we na ye me de say who can say be about ya papa Mahmoud Bawumia or the national service at the digital at the year campaign as achievement. Now at the end of the day, she in summer APP ho. Eti must Ghanaians sit down. Na yen no hwe han. Yen san chinchim yen san kwayechi. No mun san meta ye papa Mahmoud Bawumia chi biu. With this idea,
no, we
have to set the record straight. I'm not broken heart, but it is hard time, man. I say ye in tete. I Ghana for any so I say ye free ho. I say ye free ho. Yeah, be your Paul Amantemo. UP. Yeah, be ye people away deal mo.
Comes a plus.
Yes, UP no UP
Daddy, any of them patch me maybe UP plus ka ho.
Plus
ka ho. Enti e bia and no maybe uncle ye were UP first one. We are not going to exhibit it here.
So until UP second.
The more reason why I make us MPP there. And your choice. And your best attorney general. Katasishano corruption akoso. Our past government. Briefing and I say update be a baby briefing Ghanaians. Because you need it. We are very much interested. Because it's like the previous government, you know. Me who ya no na nka corruption there nka say expensive in the sense that nka say esuro bi hye nipa mu say o fa sika enya ne dia o de nsa abo aban sika mu a osuro say obekọ jail but MPP government make corruption so cheap because ade ye cheap bi obi atumi tobi nti omu nyinara na wonim and some me about MPP previous government with this alleged corruption. Where you show?
Sir.
Ninketuwa see wa ha ye behu ye be piepie.
Wo information pa.
Oh,
attorney general assistant.
Ai medase.
Obi say you pina mo de to mo ho no. Efri baby na ba na o hwe delegate Petria o say jealousy go shape afafanto in the movement as
why you cartoon no?
The founder.
Ayo.
Museum. JB Dan kwa front man wo hoyi. Na one the UP buy. Na mo so makofa UP dey na
United Party.
United so ya na akofa Dr. Bamiade.
United no say English word. English word. And a party so ya party and ameboa. So we've taken one English word United. Ye kan obi abo. Because plus na mo ko say UP ne buy no sabi. Ade anchi so mpo na ye say dey kokko. Ade anchi so that day na wale MP ekwatina TV so so dey kokko. It is here the plus ka ho a. Fire corporate.
Say mo adwane.
That be offer. Yen dwane kra. The name is still you.
Me da say.
And you're going to unite everybody.
Me da say.
MPP for the offer winning. Ubenya anhwa ubenya kakra bi wom. Nti mesre. MPP ni bia pani a wo ha. Upese wo protect with integrity. And with sanity. Asem man bra UP.
See, not to cancel. I took it like more or less a personal attack. Arrogance of power and that kind of stuff, trying to make me the topic of the discussion. You see, I'm not the topic. And I'm not here to exhibit anything.
But let me be partial. Osisanka ye omo a anka mo beka say arrogance of power. Sana
the figment of one imagination.
Osisanka omo sana ka beka. One force
the governor of Bank of Ghana, Dr. Siama.
Me dance pa na mamenda Larura to Musa Saka said near Saka. Okay, MPP communication team no ho. Na no ate papa. Enough if proven.
Me feel the burner.
The burner no.
Yeah, chairman.
Central Gonja.
Yeah. UP your chairman family member.
Oh, chairman. Hey, madam. Manin train sign. UPC na me free MPP akojo ni UP bootleg ayede. Fake party.
I say
what would you not say? Party.
The family member.
Oh, that's
me da say if you kranche wa also me da say na enra Albert e kan Albert a mo na me ku no o ka hu bi na enra Albert awoda na enra party unfortunately na bodwom timatumi amabi nti Albert bebi a obi an otiri nkwa abushani ya mo na me fo nyina yesi ma otiri nkwa pa nti the party continues. Na mami nchia IGP ananopa mi nchia pa na me mami bako anti konne mami baby obi am so dampa mu hwem sa bra no pa mi chia pa me ne me bra wuli yesi do pa anti enne mi tumi ma ho china ahwe okay me ne bra wuli be kasa wo na hwe na fe ma ba bra wuli ai wule Japan na woni bibi me person be some question bi na fe de soro so ye fa ne say o koto cars 10 na ka ba ku bia 1000 Ghana cedis na so the 5000 Ghana cedis kwa ka say o person auto 10 ba ku bia 1000 Ghana cedis na the 5000 kwa cars do say na se wonya.
No, say it depends on what terms now in Nippon one.
Okay.
So I can say for 50% na beja say 5000 you 50%. It's the terms.
Okay. And you find say we 10 cars and percent and I made 5000 aba.
And so back we 10.
Back we 10 na.
So we 5000 eko.
And I made 5. And send me boba.
Uko free na.
Me bomb pie say.
And send me boba. I no see akata se.
Boba kese pa. Say ehun sam no baba ye nyina be gbe ni aka wasam ti ensam bi boba da bi ensam boba e ti bi be sia bi di da ja kwa na ye ho ya domu a ye be sia kra mu nyina.